I'd taken the penalties and, you know, throughout the last 4 or 5 years there, so I was used to taking penalties, staying calm, thinking about it. But that was a very important penalty. The boss, to be fair, Bob Paisley, said on that final night, he said, Kevin, Bertie Vogts is going to mark you, right, really tight. Throughout the 90 minutes, you won't get away from him, so just run him over every blade of grass. So we laughed when he said that, and Kevin did that. I mean, he did it, and poor Bertie Vogts actually tripped Kevin with about 12 minutes to go, and we were hanging on. And I'm thinking, point to the spot, and Wolfgang Neeb in goal. I'm thinking, oh no, big fella, got to keep the ball low, you know what I mean? So I really had to go through those kind of paces until I put it on the spot, you know, let everything settle down. I caught a teammate on the edge of the box when I got back home, didn't know during the day, because I obviously struck the penalty and it went in. And he's on the edge of the box, like in the prayer position.
It wasn't the prettiest of games, I have to say. A lot of tension in the game. And there was very few opportunities for players to score. And I took an opportunity. I went forward and managed to squeeze the ball in at the near post, and it went on to win the game for Liverpool. Going to Roma, I think we were slightly the underdogs, but Liverpool pulled out a great performance. And my colleague Phil Neal scored the first goal. And we were hoping to hold on for a little while, and that didn't last. We thought, well, you know, we might just get away with the draw after 90 minutes. Extra time, didn't produce any more goals. And our manager, who'd taken over from Bob Paisley, was Joe Fagan. And Joe came to me, and he actually said to me, "Are you all right?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm okay." Okay. So then he went walkabouts with other players, and then 4 players went over and gave the name to the referee. And I said to my colleague, Ronnie Whelan, I said, "Ronnie, who's the 5th one?" And he said, "It's you." I said, "Well, why is it me?" He said, "You told the manager you were all right." And I was all right. But he was asking me to take a penalty. I didn't realise he was asking me to take a penalty. So I said yes. So I had to walk over and give my name to the referee. And I felt, what am I doing? I didn't want to be there. Why was I asked to take a penalty? And so how it worked out, they'd missed 2 penalties, and it was down to me to take the final penalty. And when I was in that position, I walked back and I looked and I saw all the players, and they were hiding. They were hiding their faces, and they were laughing. And I thought, this is ridiculous. Why am I here? Anyway, I managed to score the goal, and it went in the back of the net. And I felt it's the biggest relief I've ever had in my life. You know, when that ball hit the back of the net, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to celebrate, you know. So I did a ridiculous thing, and I stamped my feet into the ground. I jumped up. I didn't shake the hand of anybody. I just didn't know what to do.
Against AS Roma, it was most difficult. I was marking a little fella called Bruno Conte, tricky little winger, and they were on their home turf. They felt the pressure of being there in their home stadium. So we were wondering if we could go ahead and maybe get a goal start, it would put the pressure truly soundly on them. So I found myself in the 6-yard box. Ronnie Whelan, it was on the left, he'd hit a shot, and it hit Tancredi in the face, I think, and came to my feet. And there was two defenders from AS Roma going to have me if I was going to have more than one touch. So I had to toe this ball in if I was going to score a goal. And no footballer likes to do that. You know, I'd like to have a touch and side foot it home, but I'm thinking they're all over me. You know, they're right at the back of me. They're going to stop me. So I toed it with my foot, and it went in, and I couldn't believe it. There I was again. It was a dream start for Liverpool in their 68th game. But unfortunately, the full story is I let Bruno Conti cross the ball for their equaliser. So, having put us ahead 1 minute, I'd let this cross come in, and the glancing header put it past our goalkeeper, Bruce Grobler, and it went 1-1 and everything else. Extra time, couldn't score, neither team. It's now penalties. The pressure's on them, and he said, Phil, you're number 1, Stevie Nicol 2, Graham Souness 3. Well, Rush 4 is looking for the 5th and final penalty taker, but in between that, Stevie Nicol has jumped the gun. He's gone from second to first because he's twitching. He wants to go, and Graham Souness and I said, "Oh, let him go." You know what I mean? Although we've given our names in certain order, let him go. He wants to get it over with. So we let him go, and he missed the penalty. So therefore, and Roma scored, right? And it was that second one now, that was the most important one of my career, because had we have not scored and gone 1 down, maybe 2 down, we wouldn't have got back. And it's ironically, the English commentator says, and Liverpool need Phil Neal to score, and it's in. You understand what I'm saying? So it was quite decisive. I'd chosen my side, it went in, and we got back in, although one of us had already missed. And that's built the pressure back on the AS Roma players. And obviously Graziani, and, you know, he missed one, and a couple of others, you know what I mean? Another one missed. We walked away, you know, mission accomplished, you know, our 68th game, and there I was, that beautiful design cup that is called the Champions League now.